Kristen. Thanks so much for joining me for another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing some Randolph Engineering aviators. If you're not familiar with Randolph, I have another review video that I did a few years ago when I first started my channel. It was filmed with my phone, it was really impromptu, and it wasn't that great, but I will link it up above and down below if you're interested. But I hope that going forward this video is more informative, it's definitely more planned, and so hopefully it's more useful to you. Alright, so Randolph is a U.S. company. They're owned, operated, and all their products are made in the USA. They're also used by the United States military, which is awesome because you know with those high standards the quality has to be good. And that's exactly what you find here. Now their classic shape is a square framed aviator. It looks like the Ray-Ban Caravan, kind of resembles that, so if you want to do a comparison that could be useful. But the pair I'm going to be reviewing today is a teardrop shape, and Randolph's model is called the Concorde. So if you want to know about this, see what I think about them and how I think that they're superior to Ray-Ban as far as aviators, please keep watching. Alright, so here's the box. Comes kind of as a slide out. It's interesting, but here you have the details on the side. I'll get into the different combinations here in a minute, but the ones I have with me are the Concorde as 57mm lens. They're a gunmetal frame, skull temple 140mm, and tan polarized lenses. I'm gonna get into all of that, so don't worry. So first things, what I love is this case. It's kind of like a pleather, and it's lined with kind of like a fleece microfiber type material. It's also very appealing. So I'm going to pull the sunglasses out, and here they are. So Randolph's tan lens is interesting because the regular tan lens is almost kind of like a copper. It's very, very light tan, and it's almost kind of more translucent. The tan polarized lens is kind of more like a brown. They don't describe it as that, but it is quite a bit darker. So here on the side of the left lens, it would be your right, we have the Randolph etching, and on the inside, I don't know if you can see that, there's a P on the same lens on the back side, denoting that it's polarized. So we have a gunmetal frame here, which is really nice. The 140mm means that the temple length is 140mm. So that's what we have here. As I said again, this is a 57mm lens width. They come in three sizes, 52, 57, and 61. I have tried the 52 and they're too small for my face. And I'm sure that the 61 would be way, way too large. So the 57 is perfect. And then here on the side you've got the Made in USA. On the side of the temples here you've got the RE for Randolph Engineering. So there's a few things I want to talk about really quickly is every pair that I've ever had, the nose pads are perfectly adjusted. And I'll show you this when I put them on, they just sit perfectly. Like there's no adjustment needed. A lot of times with other brands of aviators, especially Ray-Ban, you'll find that sometimes the nose pads are wonky and they sit lopsided or something like that. Like you could tell the skill and the craftsmanship that goes into this. You could probably tally up how many times I say craftsmanship in all my videos, but you could really tell how much precision goes into this. So I really like this tan polarized lens. I think it really looks good with my hair. I think the regular tan that was non-polarized would also look really good. You know, there's different lenses for different light conditions depending on what you're going after. And if you're a pilot, you have to take those into account a lot of the time. I really like the gunmetal frame as well. So as far as frames, there is a bright chrome, a matte chrome, a gunmetal, a matte black, and a 23 karat gold. And I could be leaving something out, but I will leave that down below. Lenses, you've got a tan polarized, but there's glass and plastic ones. And then you've got, I will correct myself if I'm wrong, I'm trying to put out all the information that I can. And then you've got gray lens, gray regular, gray glass, green lens, and I will link all that down below where you can find information on all of their different lenses because it is interesting and you do kind of have to do a little research to see what's good for you. So the interesting thing about these is they do come with two different styles of temples. This is what's called a skull temple. They're most commonly used these days because they're just more stylish. kind of temple that came before this was the Bayonet Temple, and that's the one that's used for military use. And I'm hoping to get my hands on another pair of these with bayonet temples and hopefully do a review of that soon. But the bayonet, you can't really describe it, you just have to Google it. It's basically they're not curved in, the metal doesn't curve at all, and doesn't taper. It's just a piece of clear plastic that gently curves. It kind of looks like a paddle a little bit, but that was created so that it could easily fit under helmets and things of that nature, so that people that had any kind of helmet, be it like tactical or just for flying or whatever, would easily come on and off without the skull temples getting tangled or getting caught in your helmet. So I'm just interested in the fit difference. So what I notice here is that they are pretty tight up here in the actual temple area, so meaning they do press kind of hard on my temples. But in the back, the contour of the temples that's meant to hold them on my head is actually quite loose. So the fit part actually comes from this area, which is not usually what you get. That's the only thing there is. The fit is kind of interesting. As you can see, they kind of already start tapering inward here, and then this is not really what holds them on. It's mainly just the wire part. So again, with these sunglasses, there are a few other things that make them just kind of make them stand out, kind of set them apart from Ray-Ban. Inside here you do get a cleaning cloth, which I think, I'll open it up, it does have a plane on it. But anyway, there's a plane because flight is what these were created for. And then inside there's like a Velcro pocket inside, and you're going to be amazed at this. You actually get a kit to adjust your sunglasses. Here is, it's a key ring as well, but this can tighten the hinges. You also get replacement nose pads for when your other ones wear out, which I mentioned in my other video, but I was just like all over the place in that. So that's amazing right there. You don't get that kind of service with Ray-Ban as far as their aviators go. And another great thing about Randolph is that there is lifetime, I believe lifetime replacements or resoldering of the joints. So anything like here and here and anything here. But of course it would be at their discretion or whatever, but that's still amazing. So again, this is the Randolph Engineering Concorde in the tan polarized lens with a gunmetal frame. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please like the video if you liked it, subscribe for more similar content, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.